The Hanby House is one of Westerville's most historically significant buildings. It was the former home of William Hanby, who was a famous abolitionist, and it was the home of Benjamin Hanby, who was a singer-songwriter. And after that, it became the home of the Fouse family. The Fouses were former slaves who wanted to ensure that their son William received a good education. He became the first Black graduate of Westerville High School and the first Black graduate of Otterbein University. So it's no wonder the lengths that people have gone through to preserve the Hanby House. This is the corner of East College and Grove Street. On this plot of land is where the Hanby House stood originally. Let's go find out where it ended up. On June 13, 1937, the Hanby House was dedicated on this site with over 500 people in attendance. But there was a lot of things that led up to it being dedicated and it being dedicated on this plot of land. A woman named Dacia Custer Shoemaker was born in 1873 in Westerville. She was delivered by William's son, William Otterbein Hanby, who was a local doctor. She attended Westerville schools and Otterbein, and while working on the 75th anniversary of Otterbein's founding in 1922, she ended up falling in love with the story of Ben Hanby and his music. Even though she was living in Pittsburgh at the time, she had heard that the Hanby House had been unoccupied for 10 years and had been vandalized many times. The Westerville City Council had ordered that it be destroyed. But knowing how much Dacia loved the Hanbys, her husband purchased the home for $1,500 and gave it to Dacia for her birthday. Dacia announced that she would make the home into a memorial. After Dacia's husband died in 1931, Dacia was left with a monstrous responsibility, the upkeep of a historic home. She would have to pay taxes, make countless trips from Pittsburgh to Westerville, and many people encouraged her not to waste money on the home and to work on a memorial instead. Some even doubted the Hanby's significance. One Westerville citizen remarked, "Hanby's fame is small today and will be even smaller tomorrow. He wrote no music of lasting importance. His work possesses neither lasting merit nor popularity." Dacia, however, was determined to save the house and its legacy. She was ordered by the state fire marshal and the State Department of Public Safety to tear it down, but she raised the money for its restoration instead. Dacia secured support from Ohio Historical Society and a grant from the WPA. She also received local support. In fact, 345 Westerville school children gave pennies and nickels, totaling $50.41. William Fouse was the principal of an all-black school in Kentucky, and he heard about the restoration project. He asked his students to contribute to the restoration of the House of Brotherhood. He ended up sending $150 to Westerville that he had collected from his all-black student body. The president of Otterbein, Walter Clippinger, worked with the newly formed Hanby Memorial Association and the Ohio Historical Society to purchase this lot for the home to be moved on and restored. The Ohio Historical Society furnished the doors, windows, flooring, and more from older buildings owned by the society in the state parks. With the help of many entities, the House of Brotherhood still stands here today. And although some people thought the Hanby family was of little significance or little importance, we strongly disagree. The Hanby House welcomes visitors from far and wide, and thanks to people like Dacia, their legacy will not be forgotten.